Okay. That was a dance for the intro. I'm sure all of you saw it.
No one can see it.
Oh dear me.
So, we have finished the abomination of the game. We are now on to a good game again.
Thank goodness for that. The last good game that we're going to be playing, apart from, well, in the main series, I should say.
Yeah. To be fair, when you play this game, Brad, when you watch me play this game,
Yeah.
you understand where most of the budget went.
Is it front loaded?
It is purely graphic and castle development.
You don't need anything else.
Only.
Yeah.
The story.
Yeah.
Is short as fuck.
Oh. Order of the Phoenix. I wonder if it was on Amazon Prime. Next day delivery. Order of the Phoenix. Oh, that's not a phoenix. That's an owl. What? They're killing each other.
Doing spells.
Spells. Spelling tests. Spell abacus.
So this music, the game has music from the film and from previous games. But the main thing that was like the out there sort of kind of thing is that this game had all the previous music from every single game so far. That was the big thing they kept on like pushing.
They pushed that.
As well as a lot of like the castle, just you can go from like top to bottom without any saving screens.
It's open world.
It's open world. That's what they pushed at the time.
Let's have a look at the back.
So yeah.
Right. We're playing Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I'll say that out loud, just so we've got it for posterity.
He ordered a Burger King.
There we go. There we go. So here's what it's advertising on the back.
Look at that. I thought Hogwarts Legacy was better. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, here we go. Discover the magic of Hogwarts. Trademark. Explore all of Hogwarts to recruit Dumbledore's army, overthrow Umbridge. Trademark. And prepare to fight Voldemort. Trademark. And his Death Eaters. Not trademark. Immerse yourself in magic. Interact with magical objects, ghost portraits in every room, corridor and courtyard. Relive the magic of the movie. From the Dementor, trademark, attack in Little Whinging to the epic battles at the Ministry of Magic.
As you can tell, Harry played the game.
Yes.
At 8 o'clock. Harry played the game at 8 o'clock.
All the way in January?
74%. 74% is how much I got.
Which is not a fun number.
But is it? Yeah.
I'm almost finished. Unleash advanced magic. Play as Sirius and Dumbledore as they fight Lucius, Bellatrix, and Voldemort in the Ministry of Magic. Now, go for it.
This is when they introduce in, you can play your favourite characters. Not just Harry, Ron, and Hermione. You can also play as Dumbledore. Sirius.
Dumbledore,
this
Sirius,
right?
Trevor.
And this isn't the only one they do it on. They do exactly the same thing when you come to
Hagrid. PlayStation 1 Hagrid.
Harry Potter and Half-Blood Prince. And they do exactly the same again when you come and play a Deathly Hallows. So this is something they've kept. So, you know. But this is the most complete castle. I must say, Order of the Phoenix Castle is my favourite castle. Because it's the closest we get to, it all makes sense. It all joins together. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Score share.
But they totally just, go, oh, this happened in the film? Right, so we're just going to copy it scene for scene, word for word from the film into game. They do not do anything on the book whatsoever. And it's just like, oh. And they could have done so much. Like, the game could have been longer.
Nice tunnel.
But what is nice is that they got the actors and they put game spots on them to make them into the game.
Obvious, and they're immediately cowering. Oh, look at that. Look at him wiggle his wand. It's like he's been practicing all summer.
I just like how a stag doesn't come out when I do it. But when he does it in the clip, there's a stag.
Oh my god. You're just not powerful enough.
No.
Potter! Plotter!
So pink, that room.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot less beige than I remember.
So the person who plays Tonks in the film actually also did the talking in the game.
Nice.
So did Rupert. So did Neville.
Beans!
And so did Ginny.
Very nice.
And Fred and George
Oh, very nice.
as well. Are you ready to see how we do one control?
I've been waiting all year to see how
we don't do buttons.
One control.
No. That's for the simple folk. That'll be logical.
Dear me.
We're playing this on the PS2 and not on the Wii, just mainly because.
It would mean that I would have to set up a completely
Yeah.
different console. That's why.
Yeah. You ready for this?
Always. Look at that wrist action. Why are they doing that? What's the point of that? Oh god, I don't like that. I don't like that. So she's having to flick the right analogistic back.
So the thing that we normally use for the camera.
Oh,
Keep in mind.
Oh god, yeah, no, I never even thought of that. Ugh.
Is also for spells.
Oh god, that's not gonna get useful. Why are you using your other arm, you idiot? Why? You've only got one wand in one hand. You don't need to use your other.
Because it's the pushing spell.
Yeah, but you only need to use a wand for it.
Harry doesn't think that.
Oh, I'm Harry Potter. You have to use both hands to push. They better push over, Ginny. Oh god. Sorry. I was going to drink my drink, but a bit of it went the wrong way.
Well, that's your fault to have tequila.
What? Inhaling it?
Yeah.
Goes so well with chocolate though. Oh,
Okay.
excellent. You've moved all the furniture over to the corner of the room.
The faces are so badly graphic. You can tell this is brand new technology because look how bad it is.
Yeah. To be fair, compared to sort of similar titles at the same time, you can tell they're going for a sort of a realistic thing. It looks like The Sims in a way.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, the hair certainly does. And it is an EA game, so it'll probably use similar sort of style of engine. I reckon that's what they've done. Oh, Reparo.
The sad thing is that this method of doing spells isn't good enough because then in the next game it changes again.
Great. You don't want to get used to something.
No, definitely not.
Heaven forbid.
Heaven forbid to get used to something. Why would we not get used to something?
Well, if we get stuck, we can always call the official EA hint line, which I've got here. It's fast. It's easy. It's worth it.
You know, I thought you were gonna say it's wealth. It's wealth. Worse. I can't. I'm not drunk.
It's fast. It's easy.
It's worthless.
It's worse than playing the game. Rather amusingly, they've got a picture of Voldemort asking for a high five in the front of the book. With his signature laugh.
Does it still have the Marauders map in there?
No.
It should.
Nope.
Let it go. Unless it's a new one.
Maybe.
Might be the wee one.
Hey, the wee one.
Because they also make a big deal that you now have the things that Harry Potter actually has. So in every game, obviously,
A scar.
On the third game we had the Marauders map, but of course we didn't have that in Goblet of Fire. In Philosopher's Stone, we had obviously Harry's cloak, but we never used it in Chamber of Secrets or in Prison of Azkaban or in Goblet of Fire either. And now you get to use it.
He's got ownership of his cloak at last.
So we get to use the cloak, and we actually get to use the map as well. In
Why?
the way it should be.
Stop dropping him in from a great height. I really enjoy the mouth movements because
Do you like Sirius's face?
It just looks like Muppets going. No fine motor in the movement of the mouths.
I do hope that the spellcasting in Hogwarts Legacy is better than this. This is like. You're trying to say everyone's socks are smelly like Sirius? Is that what you're trying to say?
You know what it smells like?
Beans!
Beans! His bed quilt's full of them. He doesn't have a duvet, it's just full of beans.
I can tell that voice that I've just heard Hermione from is exactly the same as the voice that was used in Prisoner of Azkaban for Hermione. It's funny that Hermione and Harry are used by the same people who have done their voices since like the first game.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody else who are actual actors for the films have gone, you know what, yeah, I'll join in. I don't mind doing a game.
Yeah.
But no, Emma Watson and Daniel Radcliffe were too good enough for this. They knew their place wasn't in the video game business. They were too good.
They're too good for it. Aye. Oh my god, this is trippy.
Yeah.
We're slithering around in the Ministry of Sound. No, magic. Oh my god, it's Rasputin. What's Rasputin doing there? Oh god, who's that?
It's Fudge.
I know it looks a bit like Fudge.
There you go. There's Umbridge.
Gosh, those are cold, dead eyes. They supply.
I just like how it goes from a picture that's obviously from the film to then game graphic.
Yeah.
it's like, phew.
Yep, straight off. Those benches do not look comfortable.
They really don't.
Oh dear. That you know what? The Great Hall reminds me of Goblet of Fire. It will always remind me of Goblet of Fire, the game.
Aye.
Oh, look how light it is.
There we go. There's the original Harry Potter music from the game. We get it back after the terrible, horrible game. This is them saying sorry to us.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just singing the music. Leave me alone.
Apologies for the double echo.
It's nice. Alright, what does he want me to do again?
Get away from me, Harry! Get away from me!
Okay. Common room. That's what you want me to do.
Is that literally what he said? Common room! Beans!
There's Red and George.
That one's George.
Keep your voice down. Look at Ron's face. He looks terrible.
Oh dear.
I like how Fred and George are taller than Harry and Ron to show age.
Yeah. It's only
when in
natural.
actual fact, they're all the same height.
It's only natural that if the older you get, the taller you get. If you get to 90, you get to 90 foot tall.
Oh look, we can use the map.
The what?
The map.
Oh dear God.
This by the way, this doesn't stay like this. This was the good part of all the things that you get to use the map in this way. Alright? When we actually get to then do Half-Blood Prince, do we get to use it in this way? No. It's literally a level opener to show you that, look, the next level has been opened to you.
Alright, fair enough.
Which is terrible, because it should just stay this way. Because look, there's now footprints on the floor which we can follow. Because
nice
we've done
idea.
the map.
Oh my God.
So, Great Hall's closed at the moment. We have white floors which we can mop up. We can do Filch's job. We can talk to anyone we like.
Can I just ask a quick question?
What?
Where are the cloaks?
Don't have them. We're too posh for the moment.
I really, really hate the fact that they got rid of the cloaks and it'll just look like regular school uniform. Can't stand that. One of my least favourite aspects of the later Harry Potter films.
Yeah. It is a bit bad, isn't it?
The costume design is absolutely awful. With Dumbledore's gradual greying of his elaborate wardrobe.
I must say, right, I went to the shop that shall not be named. It's in the Shambles. If you've ever come to York and you come to the Shambles, it is worth a visit. Do go in. But going in on a weekday, around about late afternoon, and it's dead. Literally, you will miss the queue.
We're not being paid by them, by the way.
We're not. But anyhow, basically, I went in and I understand how Ravenclaws feel now, because every single thing there was a raven instead of an eagle, and was the wrong house colours. And I was like just going, oh. So kind of thing. I understand how they feel. Because really it should be eagle and it should be bronze or copper. And blue. Instead of silver and blue.
Silver and blue.
At least they got my house right. At least they got
They
all
have
of my
to.
houses right.
They have to.
I still haven't made a decision on which one I'm going to live in. I have 3 choices. I might go for Gryffindor. But then the Slytherin entrance is so cool.
Oh, just moving the beanbag.
Yeah, I kind of forget that Ron's a prefect in this game.
Oh yeah,
When they're reading the book, it's kind of like pushed in your face, so you kind of know. But like in this game and in the film, if you weren't told, you would not know. That and Harry's so moody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my least favourite of the films.
I must say, if you think Harry's moody, right, you have to meet his son Albus, because he is so. I have never seen Cursed Child, but I have read it, right? And in the book, he is such a moody teenager to the point that I was just getting sick of it. So this is Myrtle's deal, okay? So we have things that's called discoveries.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why we have things that are called discoveries is because the game developers who developed the castle and so on took so much time to make little intricacies to go, look, we've made such a beautiful castle.
Yeah.
And how much work we've done it.
They put the game in the castle.
So you find discoveries, and each discovery that you find leads you to a room. And within this room, it's like the room of requirement, but it's called the room of rewards.
Yes.
You go in, and each little sphere that you unlock due to finding all the discoveries is a video of how they made the game.
Very nice.
So yeah, pretty much.
Which is quite cute, really.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It was like, it also gave away film bits as well.
Did this release before the film came out?
Yes.
Okay.
A whole 2 months.
Wow, that's a long time.
I think.
There is so much talking. Umbridge is there.
Lawrence is there, Neville is there.
Longbottom is there.
So we'll go and see Nevs.
So why are we doing this? What are we doing at the moment?
So basically we're going to go to Skin's Dark Arts, and this is basically their way of opening up a tutorial
Yeah.
of how to use the map.
Yeah, makes sense.
Basically, but it's very film based.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like I don't even need to say what we need to do, because if you haven't seen the film, that's the only point where you're going to get lost. If you have seen the film,
you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. Just these little extra tutorial bits, and then it'll throw you in the deep end.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened in the film. No, the book.
Well, you haven't finished the book yet.
No, exactly.
I mean, we've got up to the ministry part.
Yeah. The ministry.
Because you haven't read them, and that's where you got up to with Stephen Fry.
Yeah, that's where I got up to with Stephen Fry. Reading them directly into my ear. What did he do? Did he do a swear?
No, basically Hermione was frightening him.
Oh. Did she do a swear?
No.
Oh.
Alright, so we can come in here now.
Hooray!
It's a very moody portrait.
Everything's moody in this.
So we get little trophies here. Yes, I'm flip metal for showing me the room.
There's so much going on.
Myrtle, stop talking, man. I want to show people the room. Myrtle, you're dead. I'm sorry, but right, I'm not being funny. But if anyone has seen Ghosts, you know, the ghost that likes Alison.
Yes.
A lot of letters of Alison.
Yeah.
Like that is basically Myrtle. So basically, we get trophies on this side, and then and it tells us how many we have to get. And then on these ones, these are the videos here. These are the videos.
Right.
So you click on them and then you can watch them all the way through and so on.
How many did it want?
There's quite a few videos and stuff like that. It goes all the way until the end. This is a very long corridor. As you can
It's a loop. It's an endless Mobius strip.
No, it does end. See?
Why didn't they make it loop? Why isn't it an infinite Mobius
And
loop?
there's a video
Aha!
that you can watch. We're not going to watch it now.
Oh.
Unless you really want to. Do you want
What
to?
is it?
It's just about 10
I want to watch it.
Video? I'll make you watch it.
It's the credits.
It's the credits.
Never mind.
We finished the game already, guys.
Hey!
Yay!
Speed run. Oh my goodness, it's so long. Why is the portrait double-sided?
Because that's how portraits work in this world for some reason. Which I agree with you, it doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
So like they're like dolls that are on one side and dolls on the other side, which is weird. But yeah.
They could have got some comedic value out of the portraits being at the other side.
I mean they do, because the portraits all have their own different personalities. So that one's quite grumpy.
Yeah.
But there's some that are quite
you-
funny and stuff like that.
Could you do me a small favour and go on the pause menu? Options?
Oh, you want subtitles?
Yes, please, if that's okay, because I can't hear what's going on. And just in case the volume's off, because it is a new game that we're playing, it just lets everybody be able to read.
Good point.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah, you see, I'm a seasoned hand.
It's being very savvy.
Yeah. It'll have to change a load of things now.
Yeah. It's gonna sit there and go, why?
Oh god, no! I'm an old game. Was this game released? This game was released in the year of our Lord 2007.
Crike. I would have just started school. At secondary school.
Yeah, secondary school. Important distinction to make.
No, I would have just finished my first bit.
Yes.
I would have been going into year 8.
Yeah. We're not sure what month. Yeah.
There we go.
We've seen 3 cards. What are those that flew into him?
Those are discoveries.
Oh, I see.
Now,
Okay, those are
I'm
discoveries.
going to leave all the discoveries now. I'm not going to do any more. And the reason why I'm not going to do any more is because they are for you.
Yes, they're for me.
For the last day. So Brad will be taking over on the last day, and that is his quest.
Just to ruin your gameplay. This bridge.
I am.
It's hard to point your wand at a student. Why? Hey! What?
Scares all of the Slytherins away, and one does the iconic line of "I'll tell my father."
Wow!
What's he gonna do about it?
Who's that? Ronnie Pickering!
Who?
Ronnie Pickering!
Sorry.
Dear me. No, I am.
You watched that too many times.
It was the anniversary of it, 7-year anniversary of it, just the other day.
Oh, how cute. I did wonder why you did send it to me. I was like,
Yeah,
I've never seen this.
yeah, no, it's the
Look, it's the stained glass window from the film.
incredible. What? Who said that? Why? Why'd they say that?
It's all like passing students. You pass them and you should hear them talk.
Ah, I see. I'm just gonna imagine who's. Oh my god, it's dead. Ooh.
That face. I know it's graphically designed, but it's just. I feel like somebody's just gone.
God. The basics for beginners. If you enter this crawl space, you'll find it's just a small room where you can read the book.
Yeah, sadly, there's no spell challenges.
No crawl spaces, no spell challenges. We're long past the time of the spell challenge.
Do you
I'm
think she
afraid.
didn't know how to make one? Or do you think she ran out of money to design one? Maybe she didn't get the builders in time.
No,
Maybe she got the job in late.
No, you know what? I'd reckon that would be fine, but I reckon she just simply couldn't be bothered. And if you go into the crawl space, you'll just enter the one from Mad Eye Moody's.
She has to
lesson.
go, aha, back again, hey!
Well, she
And
turns
there's
into
still some more.
she turns into Mickey Mouse. Ho ho! Back again, hey! And there's still more challenge shields to collect.
To be fair, that's what she sounds like. She sounds like a very feminine Mickey Mouse.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, you better not tell lies now.
Sorry, it's funny. Let's
Come on, mate. Let's go and find
Fred
Fred
and
and
George's
George.
shop. Oh wait, they don't have a shop.
I really want to go to Hogsmeade next time.
We never go
coming?
to Hogsmeade. That was a dream that I had when we were playing Prison Mascan. Did we go? No.
Sick of all this tittle tattle. There they are.
Do you like
I
how
thought
the
they had
camera
flares
went-
then. Sorry?
Do you like how the camera went through that?
Yeah, that was impressive.
Cinema shot.
Cinema, yeah.
Cinematic shot.
Oh my god. We are powering through this. It feels like it's going 100 miles an hour.
I know. Here's another tutorial part. So in this bit, they're going to teach us how to do Stupefy and Expelliarmus.
Okay.
Pardon me, sorry.
His little floppy arm. Remember to flop your wand. Oh my god, you almost killed him. Isn't that just a disarming spell?
Oh, Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also there's a knockback as well.
Oh, good.
They couldn't quite explain what Expelliarmus did.
Yeah.
Alright? Because it is a disarming spell, i.e. it nicks your wand off.
Yeah.
But also a lot of people say that it's a knockback jinx as well. Like, make up your mind, which is
I
it?
thought Flipendo was a knockback jinx.
It is, but we don't have Flipendo because it's never mentioned in the books or in the films. It's only mentioned in the games.
Stupefy.
I've seen that we are doing a film-based game.
Uh-huh.
It's not really based off anything else. We don't get Flipendo.
No, no.
Slytherin. Me.
Then you better go to your detention. What? We literally just left the class.
Yeah. They're going off to bed.
It's the middle of the day. Who's this? Looking for
Slytherins.
looking for trouble,
So
Potter.
literally a Slytherin, so that we can practice the spells that we literally just learned.
I'm already in trouble. You moron. It didn't reach. Oh my god, you killed the man. Oh no, he's alright. Look at the floppy arm. It's all about wrist action. There's no bones in his body. Now kick him. Kick his head off.
Finish him.
Oh my god. This is perfect Mortal Kombat finishing move. Flee! Flee!
Cream the sign. Cream the sign.
Oh my goodness, we're there already.
Yep.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
And it's another game cutscene. I don't even have to do.
I'll decide what the truth is. Whee!
It's writing for my detention.
Oh yeah, it says doctor's appointment 2:30. Get eggs on way home. Let's tell Dumbledore. What? Okay. Library?
Wait until we go to the library. Alright? So, you remember how the library was like friggin' huge in
Yep.
Philosopher's Stone and in, of course, Chamber of Secrets. And then in Person of Azkaban there was literally no library whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
And you know how in Goblet of Fire there was no library whatsoever as well?
Yeah.
We now get the library.
The library returns.
Have a guess on the way when we get there.
Uh-huh.
How big the library is.
Well, if you're basing it off the previous games, then it must be pretty big.
One would think so, wouldn't they? You would believe that it was a substantial size,
What's that man?
wouldn't you? You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Who was that man in the portrait?
It's a passport portrait guy. Because there's always two ways to get to a floor. You can go through a portrait, which is the quick way,
Uh-huh.
or to go through a normal door to get there.
Fair enough.
To be honest,
We're going to go and talk to that portrait man.
we are, because it's just easier. Because otherwise Hermione will keep on going, we can always go to that portrait. We can always go to the portrait. I'm like, Hermione, fine, I'll go to the portrait.
We can always go to the portrait. Oh, to be young again. Oh, okay. Let us in. Why'd you go to... Why? Oh my goodness, get on with it, fella.
She came from the Glens. Sorry. I'm a Harry Potter nerd, I know that's
Oh,
the answer.
the good old Glens.
Right, that's fine, a Ravenclaw. And how I knew they were Ravenclaw, that's fine. This person is a Ravenclaw.
There we go, the
In
Glens.
the Glens.
Right, thanks. You're the famous Harry Potter. Aren't you supposed to be mad or something? Bye.
She comes from the Glens.
Glens. Glen who?
There's so much slide when you run.
Oh, for outstanding. Studious success.
I do hope that they maintain this way of getting shortcuts when we come to do Hogwarts, as well as ones that don't. Like, you know, if you just touch a bit of a wall or something like that, or if you find a tapestry or something like that. Are you ready to see how big this library is?
It looks pretty big already.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's from this bit here, right, down there through those gates. And that's it.
Oh dear.
It is.
Nowhere near enough books.
It is friggin' tiny. Look at it. Look at it. It is so tiny. Look, and this is the restricted area.
How many are in this restricted area? Why are there so many books restricted? Why is there a ban on knowledge?
And there's literally no prefects, because we are the prefects.
Yeah, there we go.
Right? So basically, there's no proper night challenges.
Yeah.
Really.
You got the key to the building.
Right, need to go and get the book.
This is supposed to be a library.
We
That's
can
what you
still
were saying.
climb.
It's too small to be a library.
It is. Like, the magic wizarding library of Hogwarts is supposed to be vast. It has always been explained as vast.
Yeah.
To the point that you would get lost in it. This library's small as it's tiny. It's not a library. It's literally a common room full of books. Alright? It is not a friggin' library. Alright? And if alright, this is what Hogwarts Legacy's got to stand up to. If it is this tiny, I will not be happy. It needs to be about at least 7 rooms.
Oh, Christ. Dear me. Methinks you've got expectations.
I do!
Oh, God.
They delayed the game 3 times, Brad. They best be making something.
Why don't you have your broom?
Because we're inside.
Yeah, but why?
Because we're trying to get this book.
Yeah, but if you need your broom, why don't you just go and get it?
Because it's not a reaction that we can do in the game.
See?
It's not a reaction that we can do in the game.
Yeah, but out of game context, why did he just go and get his broom?
True. Right, so because we haven't got the right book, we don't go and look for the right book. Oh, no. We keep this book, and then we go and do the spells in Morning Myrtle's bathroom.
What? Another day's confusion. I like your hair today. Hi. They're just muttering strange things. Are they like cultist things on the tapestries?
No, sadly not. I am Hermione. Where do you think I'm bloody well going? I used to, when I play this game and she used to moan to me like that, I used to press circle because I wanted to turn into her like I did in Prison Azkaban, just to shut up. And then remembered, oh yeah, I'm playing Order of the Phoenix, we can't do that.
Can't do that. Nope.
She's only been here for 1 day. She's able to put away books to learn practicable spells, but she can't be bothered to get magical B&Q to make a spell room.
That's why the room of requirements there is just a bigger library.
That's true. Right, so I have to go.
Oh my god.
It's terrible.
I can just hear.
I have to watch. I have to go like this.
My god. I can only imagine the wee wiggling that you would be doing.
It's not half as bad.
Okay, fair enough.
There was also, you could also get a Harry Potter wand and do it with the wand,
Ah.
but it cost a bloody freaking fortune.
A strange wee. Was that for wee?
Yeah.
Yeah, strange wee thing. There's always loads of them.
didn't even go and get Myrtle
What?
essence to help my hand.
What?
I just got a book.
Now we're going to Hogsmeade.
And we're not even going to go to Hogsmeade. It's going to be a video.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. I can't wait to play this beautiful snowy level.
We don't even play half of it.
It's
Honestly.
stunning. Can't wait to see footprints in the snow.
No. Literally bed, and then we're back at the castle.
God, that's a stiff piece of paper. What's it made out of? Cardboard? Plasterboard?
There we
MDF?
go.
Spare bit of MDF that was
So we're
underneath.
back now, and we've got to find all of the room requirement people.
Oh, God.
See how
Why don't
quick we are going through this freaking game. It's so quick.
Why don't we just do a register of the people who actually turn up rather than going around collecting the people?
Well, because we have to remind them that we're going here.
God. The fools. How does the room of requirement work?
What do you mean generally, or do you...
Just generally.
Okay, so apparently you go up to the tapestry, because it is a tapestry. In the film it says wall, but it is a tapestry, and then they changed that in the 6th film to be a tapestry to actually what it says in the book. So you go up to the tapestry, which is 2 dancing trolls and ballet tutus.
Yeah.
Alright? And you have to think of a place that you really need. So say for instance you really needed, I don't know, a greenhouse.
Yeah.
It would be a greenhouse.
It'd be greenhouse. Fair enough. So, does it go with the closest person, or does it do a sort of a groupthink estimate?
If it's 2 people, you have to think of the same thing.
So, if we're collecting all these people,
Yeah.
they all have to think of the same room, the exact same room, in order to get in.
Well, if you said if one person says, I think of Dumbledore's army, right?
Mm.
And then the first person to enter, and then the second person comes in and says, I think of Dumbledore's army, it will be the same.
Okay.
But it will be the same as the first person's imagination of it.
Okay, got it. Right.
So if, for instance, if a new person then came in and said, I want Dumbledore's army, it will then be the same as previously done.
So here's a question, right? If all of the Dumbledore's army lot went in the room, okay, and Umbridge walked past the room, looked at it, and thought, "Oh, you know what? I just need to be alone for a few moments," and she imagined a room that could only fit a single person in it. Would it change to that room with a single person in it?
The room would make enough room to harvest 2 rooms.
Okay, cool. So
that's what it shows in the movie.
Got it, right.
Because Filch thinks of a cleaning room while trying to look for Dumbledore's army. And a cupboard turns up.
Right, got it. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that's answered, because I just thought, if somebody imagined, like, I don't know, a giant crusher room like in Indiana Jones, like if Voldemort walked past and thought, ooh, that would be fun to watch them all die, and it just made a giant crusher room, it could just wipe them all out easy.
It really could.
But because it's making an extra room, you can't do that.
I do hate using Incendio. It's the one that doesn't really work that well.
Yeah.
Every other spell on that system works quite nicely. That one is a bit
dodgy.
dodgy.
Sick of all this tittle tattle.
Whoa, how do we get from the second floor to the sixth floor? Did I teleport?
Oh god. Oh my goodness, he's so quick. Where are we going?
I mean, it is the way I'm following Neville, but...
It's this way. It's it. Oh my god, what happened to him? That looks nothing like him. That long bottom, more like long face.
Neville Longbottom from like the Chamber of Secrets is a better Neville then.
Yeah.
And then this.
This is Neville Longbottom from the Lost Lagoon. No, that's not him. No. No. Who voices him?
I believe it isn't Neville's actor.
No, they weren't able to get his face either.
Can I have a bit of chocolate, please?
You can.
Just like a thin slice.
There you go.
And go. Oh well. I like how he teaches it, but here's Hermione reading the book
Yeah.
and then teaching it. So it's not really him. I say it's bad teacher planning. I mean, look at it. He's not done any planning here.
He's working really hard, okay? Look at him fail that spell. You always forget how mediocre of a wizard Harry is.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I could do it.
Right.
4 of 28?
Yeah.
You started a cult.
We have. We'll go for the Parvati's because they're upstairs and they're on the same floor.
Oh, Christ. I wondered what that was. What? Was that it? Not
Yeah.
even a hi, not even a bye.
She's like, have you been to the common room lately? Sister Ginny seems a bit concerned about something.
She seems to be a bit concerned about something.
This is not way apparently. Unless it's changed it, am I thinking? No, it hasn't. It hasn't.
No. Yeah, good to go.
Right, which way do I need to go? This way.
This place could do with a clean.
It's
Maybe
just-
if Dumbledore didn't.
It's doing its job.
Maybe if Dumbledore didn't employ a poor squib fella.
Look, he doesn't do discrimination.
He doesn't. No, that is true. That is true.
Why is anyone?
But surely you can put him in a job that wouldn't require magic, maybe admin or something like that.
Nah.
No, let's put him in a very intensive job that would be made easier by literally everybody else he's surrounded by.
Move! Move!
Ha ha ha!
Move! They're blocking the way, Hermione!
Does that mean you can't go that way, or does that mean?
I have to put my wand in their face.
Okay. You're Harry Potter, and you're in the way. Please move.
Fuck's sake.
Why is everything on the floor?
Because that's how you get discoveries and you clean it up.
Oh, right, fair enough. Oh my god. Who are all these people? Who are all them people?
People of DMDA.
Christ. Half a dozen incidental characters.
It's the only time that Patil's sisters are in the right uniform, because in the films, they're both in Gryffindor.
Bye. You now have tasks to complete. My god. She don't say anything.
It's closest to us. Susan is. Harry, I've asked you to run, so run. I'm holding down the X button. Please do it.
No, get out.
For fuck's sake, really? I want to leave. Why does the camera change religion?
Dear me. Ron, hey. Oh god, it's Crab and Goyle. Oh. Crashing into things.
Don't crash into things.
Oh my god, this is... It's not exactly action-packed. It's full of nice little colours that blend into the beige. Oh, I miss the bright colours of the previous games. Ew, it's him. No, I wouldn't. Great, thanks.
Alright, yeah.
Very nice.
Alright, that's that then.
So many DA members.
So go and get Fred and George. They're in the boathouse.
What are they doing there?
They're getting all their gifts that they've made for the Weasley shop.
I forgot how many stairs there were. Look at them all. Whee! Right down at the very bottom. A new flying creature.
There they are.
Excellent.
We've been looking for you two. We found somewhere for the DA to practice. I hope you're not breaking school rules.
We wouldn't dream of it, would we, Fred? Not with so many prefects around. We're merely storing items where they won't disturb oversensitive individuals, like hungry and ill. Will you give us a hand? We need someone to go up inside the boathouse. We'll lift the boxes up to you, then if you can pop them in the boat, it will be much appreciated.
Look at all the seagulls. Oh God. Wait, is that Umbridge's portrait? Spells are now more powerful. Sweet. How'd you get here?
Marcel's going to say something to me. Yes, I know there's more things in the special room. Gosh. Do you think like she does things about us?
No, none.
You need to lift the cover off each boat. Pop the boxes inside and cover them up. Then
Wait, what's keeping the boat afloat? What's keeping the boat up there?
It's got little lines.
Okay, good.
just put them in the boat.
I hope it's not fragile. Which way up does it go? It's gonna be so good. Are they all Jack in the boxes? Like starting an engine, getting the spells to work.
Wingardium Leviosa. No problem.
3 in each.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
We knew you wouldn't let us down.
Looks like.
There we are.
Done.
Fantastic. Now we have to lower the tarpaulin again.
Yep.
Does anybody actually use the boats?
Well, the first year's used them, don't they, on the first day?
That's true. Anything else?
No? No
No,
one uses them?
no. Alright, perfect. No, that's a very smart plan. Wait, there's a box there.
Reward. How about a little preview? Careful. Ron Hermione might have to put us in detention.
What is in those boxes?
Want to find out? Incastly ducto or incendio on that box. Yeah. Think that it's helping us with our research.
Oh, what we're gonna get?
Okay.
What we're gonna get?
I mean, we're all standing very close to it.
Oh
and
my
that
god, it's a
happened.
straight up bomb.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That was amazing. Glad you think so.
That was cool.
Thanks for helping with our...
That's why they're keeping it so far away from the school.
You just proved that fireworks are idiot-proof. We better go. See you at the DA meeting. 7th floor, room of requirement. Cool. We'll be there.
Very nice.
There we go. A slightly cringe.
It's a little bit of a forced conversation there. Where's that tree? Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you just have a picnic there?
Because you can't.
Oh, never mind. I didn't realise there was a whole path this way. Oh my God, where are you going?
Path to the paved courtyard.
Hogsmeade.
No, don't be silly. We can't go to
Oh yeah,
Hogsmeade.
no, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, no. Who's
No game goes to Hogsmeade.
Not that hidden. More like dropped. Run! They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you.
Aww.
Looks like a workhouse.
Doesn't
An old Victorian workhouse. This is where they put all the squibs. They made all the tapestries. Oh, what are they bullying Colin Creevy?
Yeah.
Leave them.
What do you mean leave them?
Leave them be. They're doing the right thing.
Why?
Don't like Colin Creevy.
I'm Colin Creevy.
I'm Colin Creevy. I take photos.
Hi, Colin. What are you doing? I tried to take a photograph of some civilians killing the circuit, so we'd have evidence. But they threw my camera on the roof.
Harry will get it back for you. He will.
Oh, sorry.
Stop there. How are you going to get it? Whatever you do, I bet it'll be cool.
It'll better be cool. I'm just gonna climb. I'm just gonna use Wingardium Leviosa to get it down. Surely you've learned that by now.
Nope.
How high did they throw it?
Like, stupidly high.
That's really high. Why are they planting trees and walls? None of this makes sense.
It's sad that the actor who actually plays Colin Creevy has actually decided now to become a photographer. They've stopped acting and they've decided to be a photographer.
Oh, you know what? Fair play to him. I've got nothing against the actor. It's the character I hate. It's probably the best possible crescendo to a career.
That slidey slide's got nothing on Prison Bagman slidey
It's so
slide.
slow.
It's not fluent at all. Where's Potter William Potter? Yes, it is. Hello, concert. How are you today? I've gone the wrong way. I
Gone
need
the
to go
wrong way.
across. I need to go across. Sorry for. Oh, you know, yeah. It's a Thursday. I get your thrill. I get your vibe. Wishing it was Friday. It's fine. Oh God, that takes some doing. That takes some doing.
Why is Harry Potter?
Did you do it with the? Is it the Have you got the old illustrated ones, or have you got the new ones when he looks like a friggin' girl? They lost at the fire.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, that's not. Oh, poor thing. Gosh, I mean, I'm gonna replace mine when we get a kid, just to the illustration versions. But that oh my gosh, I feel sorry for you. Oh my god. At least you got all of it back. Oh, well done for getting the second edition. So that's better, because like he looks scarily like a girl now. In the illustration, she looks so much like a teenage girl. It's hilarious. Like, you go into Waterstones, you ask for Harry Potter, that's what you get, a girl.
What did I say? Can't remember.
It's so slow. You'd think he's scared of heights or something.
But he's not.
He's
a,
not.
He's a
You
broom boy.
You saw how like fast he climbed things in like 1, 2, and 3.
Oh dear.
Just wait till I kill Dennis. Harry Potter helped me get my camera back. Dennis will be
Who's Dennis?
His brother.
Oh god, I forgot there was a brother. Oh no.
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to miss any of those meetings. Harry, you're going to be a great teacher, I know it.
Come to the room of requirements on the 7th floor.
Yeah, okay. Is it okay if I bring my camera?
Nah, yeah.
Great, no problem. Thanks again, Harry. I'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but and I'll watch them. Don't worry, I'll watch it. But at the same time, I'm a bit like, huh? Alright, where are the next people? Because I need some help. Hang on, where am I at? Right, Terry Boots and...
We've got to collect Severus Snape for the Dumbledore's army.
It's like, aye, do you want to come? I know you hate us.
I'll meet you up there at 7.
He's on the 2nd floor. Near the greenhouses. I'm heading to her now because she's in the thingy. So that's fine. I'll head to her. Goldstein's up there. Cho Chang's there for a date. That's already been done. Dean Thomas isn't done. Henny isn't done. Lena's not done.
Yeah, get McGonagall in.
Okay. Yeah, you and me both. I mean, I replay these games like all the time. I'm looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy. I must say, I'm very tempted to go and pre-order tomorrow when I get paid. Push the heavy door. It's so heavy. Push another heavy door. Oh no, these open by themselves.
Magical doors.
Just like they do in the studios.
Look how big the Great Hall is.
It's freaking huge.
Can students just hang out there?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Hello?
What?
Hermione?
Oh, I was wondering what was going on. I thought Hermione was saying hello to a chair.
That's the sad thing is because in the book we actually have Quidditch, but in the film, no, and in the game, no. Why? Oh, that's right, because Harry gets banned, so therefore Quidditch is not important.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're putting this chair
There.
there. Oh, you stood it upright. Even better. Oh, wow. Look at all those trophies. Quick. Oh my goodness.
Right, so we need to
Wreck.
put the gold ones on the gold ones,
Oh,
and the silver ones
on the silver
on
one.
the silver ones.
That makes sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, why is it wiggling so much? Why does it struggle so?
Why am I lifting up a mop?
Yeah.
Oh, piss off.
You're close. Aim carefully, Potter. Aim carefully.
There we go.
Very nice. Keep casting.
About there. Yeah, I've done it more like. You haven't done anything.
I've done it. Oh no, it missed.
Oh, it missed. Come on. It's terrible.
Oh, you're almost there.
There we go.
That looks good.
Right, now to... There we go.
Oh, fantastic. It's such a posh wizard thing to do, is to smash up things, because they can all be easily repaired. So no real harm comes to them, and they won't get in any real trouble, but...
There's Malfoy. He forgot his apple. Oh no.
Oh, there he goes. He vanished. He's not a squib, he's powerful.
Apparently I'm getting brought.
Oh, yeah, apparently so, yeah. Don't even have to find you.
13, there we go. If I remember.
Oh,
so
no.
slow.
Slow down.
Slow motion. I need to go down the grand staircase. Come this way, come this way. Move your ass, Harry.
Oh, there we go.
Fuck's sake. Here's Hannah.
Perfect.
Hannah's knees.
What are you doing? Just stood here. Revision? What do you need revision for?
She's doing owls. She doesn't seem to know us.
Yeah, but we've had one lesson.
Yeah, I know.
What have we got to revise?
Right, so we need to find a secret passageway.
Okay.
And there's just one, just
He'll do.
nicely located here.
I like the way that
I can
they're
never make
animated.
out this accent. Right? I can't make out whether it's Irish or whether it's Scottish.
So listen.
Right?
Right.
Make you talk to him.
Okay. Well, I only got a single word then, I'm afraid. It just sounded like, password!
I'll tell Hannah is scoundrel.
Thanks. Justin thinks Fletchley's promised to help me with my charm. I'll tell him about the new too.
Excellent. Right, let's see if we can talk to him anymore. Nope.
Nope.
I will never be able to find
You'll
out.
never know whether he's Scottish or Irish.
Honestly, he sounded German then.
Alright, Zachary is in. Let me think. Zachary's in. I know where he is.
Okay, cool.
He's in the. What do you call it? The blur. Need to go this way. God, you're charming.
Wow. There's no need.
Like, I was just walking here.
Oops, carefully step over all the rubble, I guess. Past the cultist tapestries.
I'm leaving it all to you, Brad. You've got all this to
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
You get to be
no.
the tinier upper.
The tinier upper.
Might even tinier.
No.
Like we do at school.
Oh dear, it'll take me about 10 hours. What? What's with this ghost hate? What? Why? What have they done wrong?
There's Dean Thomas.
Is that Professor Bin's homework for history of magic?
Yeah, it's got some spies talking gargoyles. I've looked in Hogwarts history, and it doesn't say where they are. I can't even remember Bin talking about gargoyles all that boring.
It's a rare mention for Professor Binns,
Aye.
Can you let me know when you find them?
the old ghost professor.
We'll need to keep our eyes and ears open. There are gargoyles all over Hogwarts, but only some
Yes,
of them
Hermione.
Don't get mentioned enough, does Professor Binns.
gargoyles somewhere near here.
Are you a talking gargoyle? We normally talk to one, for God's sake. I don't normally talk to gargoyles. Or should we imagine many gargoyles and Thanks for talking to us. Let's go. That's one gargoyle found.
Okay. What a great conversation.
It's a very good conversation. That's Transfig. No, that's Transfig. Which one's this one?
Just a door.
That's asbestos.
Ah.
Move! Move!
Oh my god.
Move!
Yeah, you have to back up and let him in to let him back out again. There we go.
Thank you.
Hermione was ready to
Goodness.
kill then. Oh god. There she is.
It's McGonagall.
Da, 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 da.
McGonagall.
Da, 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 da.
McGonagall. How many have we played this game? We've played this game many, many times.
You have. I haven't. I've never.
You haven't. You've never played it in your
Never touched
life.
it. Yeah.
Am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? I don't know.
Who have you got highlighted at the moment? Who's your footprint
No
one?
one.
No.
So far, too far.
Perfect.
I think he's up on the stairs.
That eye is awful. Why would you hang that eye up? Turn it around or do something else with it.
Eyes in the library. Oh, as I said, the book common room. Because it's tiny.
Oh, great. Zachariah Smith. We have to tell him where the meeting is.
Honestly, Ron.
PA now that he knows about it. He's got a meeting later.
No, I've got too much work to do, and my schoolwork must come first. I thought you would have understood that.
Of course. And if we help you with your homework, then
He's such a prick.
I suppose. But I've got to get a copy of the Book of Monsters first.
Why is he so mean?
He's just a prick.
Well, I don't recognise him.
let's find a monster.
Well, Zachariah Smith.
Yeah.
We learn about Zachariah Smith like in I think it's the 4th/5th book,
Aye.
and he's just such a prick.
Okay. Anything else about him that I need to know?
Not really. He's a
Okay.
prick. There's nothing more really to his character other than he's a prick, and I'm pretty sure he was put in the wrong house.
No way, I'm still needed to
But you did say
get me some Wigan World posters from the hospital
What?
room, and then I might be able to come.
Why do we want him to go?
Because he's part of the DA.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's his initiative to go. We don't need him to go. It's not a life or death. The class will not be enhanced by his presence. We tell him where it is, tell him what time it's on, and then the rest is up to him.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh,
Hang
that's
on.
it.
No, you're a light!
Yeah. I got him.
Oh, the gargoyle's mental.
You don't get to talk to many people.
How many left now?
Right, blah, blah, here we come.
Why did he run downstairs like that? Looks like Velma from Scooby-Doo.
No, I see. I think he looks like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Okay. What did you get that for?
Because a bird flew and I accidentally knocked it.
Fair enough.
It's those ones that I can't help but do because they're so sensitive.
Yeah. 3rd floor. I'm afraid you can't learn charm like Flickwigs. It's a gift.
Ah, that's some nice Harry Potter music. That's from Diagon Alley, that is. From the 2nd game.
Yeah.
It's move.
It's a new camera angle. It's at you. Oh god, here we go.
Mint. Yeah. Not bushy. Man, do you think my hair bushy? Two, if I remember rightly, there's another one. On a bridge, and I think there's the ones in the paved courtyard.
I wonder what he wants it for. Maybe he's got hurt. Maybe we'll watch him drink it, and then we'll hurt him.
Some more. Hi. That is.
We have to
We just
examine
take
it.
it because we can't make some ourselves. We just take it.
We've lost that skill. We can no longer make things.
Like even though we learnt it 3 times, because we learnt it in Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and of course, Prisoner of Azkaban. It's not good enough.
No, absolutely not. Anthony.
Hiya, Harry. How do I find the room requirement? You've heard
Supposed to know.
The room of what?
Think about how much you really need to find the room, and the door will appear. Okay. I don't know if Terry or Michael knows. You better tell them.
Thank you.
Oh, he seems
Anthony.
useless. Again, another great boon to the army. Who are we to deny new recruits? Meat for the meat grinder. For the briefest of seconds there, one of the people looked like they were wearing a pirate hat.
Hello, Harry. I heard you found something for the DA to meet. Does everyone know about our
So moody, Harry.
We're learning how to use
Swords, not the time, basically, is what she's saying there. Not the time.
You better tell them. I've already told them. See you in the... Later then?
It just said that so whispery.
Anthony Goldstein and Terry Booth bust off our list.
Did you have to get so many people involved?
Yeah, because people wanted to be involved, Harry.
Although Michael probably wouldn't have come along if Ginny wasn't going out with him.
She's what? She's going out with... Since when?
She got together with Michael at the end of last year.
I don't like him.
Don't like him.
Which one's he? Which one was he?
The one we first met on the bridge with the black hair.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't remember.
Harry, I told you to run. Run.
Flee, flee into the woods.
Ready to see Hagrid's hut?
Oh, I can't wait. I bet it's as grand as it's always been. Oh, look at that.
That's a scene, isn't it?
Ernie? Who's Ernie?
Ernie.
It's Hagrid's middle name. Hagrid. Wait. Rubius Ernie Hagrid.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to get Snape's homework done. And I completed yours.
That face.
Which one? We have to procure the ingredients for tomorrow's lesson.
Oh, honestly, Harry, haven't you found them yet?
And when am I supposed to do that? I've got all my other homework, Umbridge's attention, and I'm teaching you.
Oh, God.
Crikey is so moody.
It's just dreadful.
I'll find 5 Molly plants in Mandrake Wood, and I'll find the other basic ingredients for you. Where am I supposed to find those things?
Well, Professor Sprout has mandrakes in the Herbolgy greenhouse, and Moly plants grow in the castle grounds, so we just have to look for those.
Does she know everything?
Yeah, it's just. Righty-ho.
They're all very whiny.
So whiny. Alright, we're going to do Venus first, and then we'll get the more things.
Sure, Professor Sprout said
Shut up, Hermione!
Molly plants, molly plants, molly, molly, molly plants.
We'll find around the mulberry bush.
Molly plants are molly plants, molly plants, molly plants, molly, molly plants, molly plants. Whoa, was that, what was that?
Those are things for you to find later.
Oh, I see.
I just got a hard vibrate because I literally walked.
Oh, that's the cave to the dragon was in. I remember that.
Yeah, it was terrible, wasn't it?
It was a very exciting time. I remember that well. The trees have somehow grown around it.
It's true.
Luna, we found somewhere for our defense against the dark arts movement. Can't come until the ball has been fed. Really shy though. Don't think it'll come down until the big ones do.
Okay, let's feed them.
We'll have to get the
The highest point of the clearing.
All the way up there.
Oh, okay, maybe not that high then.
Oh, but it is so tricky.
Oh.
You ready?
Oh, we. Oh. Oh my God! What?
And it rolls.
Oh my God! That's gone round.
And because Ron was in the way, I have to start all over again.
You're scaring them.
But I can get it. Hurry, hurry.
Dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
There.
You have fun with that.
Aye. About there. Oh, piss off, no! You're making me bloody nervous. remote control's so great. No, it's really not. As if. No! Hey! No! There we go, thank you. Please do what I want you to do. Ah. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. Hey! I did it. It's all good.
Are you going to be able to finish the alien?
Whatever you want to do.
Thank you, Luna.
She's fine with it. We really need it.
I mean, she's not balmy. And yeah, we do. Cannot see. This is a lovely camera angle.
This would be a good place to look.
Ah,
That's one moly plant, Harry. Now we need 4 more.
That's a moly plant. Wonder what it was I put in my potion last lesson.
Oh, Ron. No wonder your potion turned orange.
Better than Goyle's. Just burned a hole in this cauldron.
got this way.
Don't get those moly things, Harry.
Great. Now we only need
Hermione, I
3
can
more plants.
count. Just saying. Can count.
Moly plants around here. Brilliant, Harry. We only need 2 more.
I know Harry and I haven't taken arrogance to like being there. We can count to 5.
Thank you, Ron. Just there.
That's 4 plants. We still need 1 more, though.
God, you're so annoying. Trying to see where the last one is. Can't see it, can't see it. Oh, there you go. I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. I know where it is.
This
It's
would
over
be a good place
here.
to look.
That's all those moly plant things. But we've still got to get that mandrake root. Never gives us easy homework, does it?
We'll have to go to the herbology greenhouse.
How we will, but not right now. I'm gonna go and get Joe. Not long, got about another 30 minutes of streaming, guys.
Hi, Harry.
It's a new girlfriend.
Ron, I think we should stay outside in case Silk turns up.
Throw the turkey into a creepy custard and cover the place in... Ow!
Ron.
Sore.
Oh, Ron, honestly.
Has it? Honestly.
Oh, hi, Harry.
How are you?
Fine. Has Gryffindor got a new keeper yet?
Yeah, it's my friend, Ron Weasley.
The tornado taker.
Yeah. You sending a package?
Yes, a present for my mum's birthday. But I forgot to put the address on it, and now the owl's flown up there and won't come down.
I'll get it for you. Oh, very funny.
It's really annoying because I know that in the next game, Cho is replaced by Ginny. and Ginny acts exactly like Cho Chang. Alright? Which is annoying and like giggly and nervous. That's the whole reason why Harry like stops going out with Cho. You know, and Ginny is replaced by Cho because Ginny replaces Cho because Ginny's completely different. Because in the film they make her out to be this person who can basically not stand on her 2 feet and doesn't have any friggin' lines.
Look at all those
Which
books.
I feel terrible for because Bonnie Wright is a lovely actress, and if she was given lines, I think she would have played that role so much better.
What's going on here?
Don't
Oh,
know
so I
about-
thought she was stood in midair.
No, she's on stairs.
Oh, stairs.
We're flirting with Cedric Diggory's
Widow.
widow, basically.
Good. Harry Potter was an absolute mess at this point.
He is, he really is. He's going through some shit.
He's something like that, yeah.
Thanks.
What's that? The blob? Oh no, it's an owl. It's not a blob. It's an owl.
So sad. Goodness sakes.
I thought you were gonna walk off then.
Fox.
Hey!
Why don't you just kill the owl?
You're so nice.
Come back!
Why is it causing so many issues? Oh, you can do it. You're near something you can climb.
Oh,
Oh
oh.
my god. I don't think you're worrying her. You can't get your stick up.
I'm trying to help!
Keep going, Harry.
Grab it. Grab it. You're there. You're there. Grab
No,
it.
no, I've got to grab it because I'm the person who controls.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, me too. I was wondering if, I mean, would you like to bring Marietta
Yeah.
to the meeting as well? It's a minimum requirement.
Oh. Yes. All right then.
Nice. Owl is looking in shame.
Yeah.
Its one true goal to avoid delivering parcels has been foiled.
How did what go?
Oh, nothing.
Sometimes you make no sense at all, Hermione.
Because you
Yeah.
have the emotional range of a
So many memes of a teaspoon and then there's the saying of one's emotional range.
Whee!
There we go, that's that bit done.
Whee! Look at us go. Let's do something to earn more house points. What do you think the best plan is to accrue as many house points as possible with the minimum of effort?
Answer questions in class.
No, that requires thought. That's still too much effort. Just think of it as a get-rich-quick scheme.
Don't be in trouble, basically.
Yeah, but that doesn't get you points. That just stops you from losing points.
Good fight, yeah, I guess.
Just run into that person.
Run into him.
Whoa. What was that?
Exploding stuff.
Oh, it certainly popped. I like the ones that just say, hey.
Then Harry goes, alright.
And then nothing more happens. Into the room. No. Denied.
Alright, access denied.
It's
Right, I need to go and see Padma. Move. Staircase. Move.
trying its best.
Move.
Oh, there we are.
There we go.
7th floor.
7th floor.
The green space. There's lots of cyan going through the windows here. It's almost like light. Hello, Harry.
Hey, Harry.
Ready to come to the meeting?
We haven't been in yet. That toad, Umbridge, is in there with Professor Trelawney. Umbridge has had it in for Professor Trelawney ever since that stupid inspection she did.
You went past me
Oh,
the
God.
blanket with Chilly.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, been sacked.
Yep.
What's happening now?
She's crying.
Surely you should have seen this coming.
He's coming.
Rude.
Anything to show that Umbridge will
Da-da-da.
Look at him walk down the stairs.
It's like 2 at once.
He's had an accident. Nobody walks downstairs like that.
No. Definitely not.
It's there, that's the room requirement. That blank wall.
Fuck.
Yeah. How many children are killed by these stairs?
That's a good question.
Yet another health and safety matter.
Needs risk assessment there.
Yeah. Thought that was the American flag on the wall.
Nope.
Umbridge has confiscated some of Fred and George's things.
Oh.
Filled them with their bottles of love potion.
What are Fred and George doing with love potion?
It's not love potion, you troll. It's Doxy venom for the skiving snack box. You've got to get this.
Oh God.
I'll fetch it from the boy's dorm.
Yeah, I'll go and fetch it from my completely unprotected bunk. One of the most powerful magical artifacts. And useful as well.
Again. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh no, I thought.
No, that's
What's that? Who?
Neville's.
Wait, what? Is that? Is that Trevor?
That's Trevor.
Trevor, best character.
I love this.
I love this thing. That's why I never use it. Oh my God, he's turned into a fog cloud.
We should discuss Gustav while we're under here. Let's watch that room. Someone will see us.
Thank goodness that small whirlwind has gone. I was a bit worried for our books. Students, 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 students. That one's broken. Oh, to be young again. Ow. All these quotes out of context are great. This is ludicrous.
Things they travel so fast.
Yeah, no, that's just it. There's so many of you under such a small surface area. How do you travel so quickly? And why is it so far away?
I know.
What was that? Hello?
I hope she doesn't make us clean any more bars.
Ew,
I
faces.
know, I see one more bar, I'll be sick.
Smash him.
Yep, that's basically what we're going to do.
Ha 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 ha.
We'll have to find a way to distract them.
Thank goodness the door opened on its own.
Umbridge will go mental. Quick! Reparo!
Oh, I forgot that they could repair things. Oh, makes smashing things a lot less fun. The most consistent room in the whole place is this Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Yep.
Oh god, it's horrible.
There we go.
Oh my god, it looks like they all look like fezzes.
Accio, drop some venom.
Why don't they just slip some in a tea?
I've been poisoned. I need some antidote.
Oh, I'm afraid we didn't get taught how to make antidote.
This year.
We've got a good book though that you might like to read. It's called 101 Ways to Prevent a Poison. Oh, but you're already poisoned. Oh. Well, we'll go see if we can find another book.
Involved in this sort of thing in the first place. Come on, let's get back to the Gryffindor common room.
There we are.
Teleported straight back.
Yep.
Back in it goes. Wonder how much space that takes up.
Much of my brand new code.
Yeah, probably.
I'll return them to Fred and George and tell them to be more careful. It's not that I approve, but I wouldn't want them to be expelled.
It's not them being expelled that'll be bad. It'll be the howlers Mum would send.
Yes. What a Weasley, how dare you! I'll see you at the DA meeting. Aye, definitely.
Sorry, what? Who said that?
The portrait.
Oh, I thought it was Trevor.
Come on, come on, come on. Move your ass. So I need to be on the second floor
Uh-huh.
to get the Mandrake root.
The Mandrake root.
And then I need to go to... I can't. Sorry, I'm yawning because I'm tired. Sorry.
We'll just do the, we'll get everybody from
The
Done well
DA,
done. Yeah.
and then we'll stop for the day.
We'll call it there. Studious success. A healthy mind is an inquisitive mind.
A healthy worker is an inquisitive worker. A bad worker. Sorry.
And there we go.
You know what I'm putting.
Yeah, I did the prompt. Maybe. No, she stood near the courtyard, didn't she? Or is that her room?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. just gonna grab it.
No,
Oh,
eat it,
thank
eat it.
goodness!
Oh,
Excellent.
What? What?
What?
No need to shout.
What? Well, what? Quick question.
Yeah,
Put the ear defenders on
yeah.
for why?
Because of the screaming of the mandrake.
Yeah, correct. Take them off when
It's still got this mandrake in
screaming in his hand.
Yeah.
Very strange. Surely you have to chop it up as well.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Hang on. Ah, Mavios!
Yeah. Oh my goodness! How do you squeeze through that gap?
Don't know. Don't care. Happy that I did. I'm not going to question it. Just gonna keep on going. I had to wipe my nose there.
There's McGonagall. Oh, okay. We're not talking to her.
No,
Oh, okay.
don't need to.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You'll need to.
I'll need to. Yeah. Oh my goodness!
I
What?
don't need to.
We're not chasing you.
First big door. It is.
You don't know where the other talking gargoyles are, do you? I haven't seen another gargoyle since the one on that plane disappeared.
What happened to him?
About a year ago, some boy flew through here being sent for
Oh, who was that?
come back and talk to me sometime, won't you? This is a great place for a picnic.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It wasn't your fault.
You only need to find one more.
And it's in this one. Strip here.
It's up there. I suppose we just have to repair the stairs.
Pretty much.
Why did they get broken?
The question is how they got broken.
How?
I have literally no idea.
Surely this is like somewhat important. Castle
As well as the
maintenance.
floor. Look at the floor that got destroyed as well.
If it takes about 3 seconds to fix some things like that, why don't they just do it?
Yeah, no.
Great. Glad you think so.
Can I ask you a question? Are you happy with your position in life?
No, I'm not. I'd much rather be sad. Let's go.
Maybe I should talk to someone.
Dreadful.
The moon.
That's the most forced joke I've ever seen.
Might be a bit cruel to the gargoyle, right? That's all 5 gargoyles. Get back. I'll see what they're like.
There we go. So go and find Dean and tell her where I are. Then I go and find Ernie. Tell her, give him his homework. And then I go and give Zachariah Smith his stuff. And then we're done.
We're done. We're all set. This should not be part of the teaching requirements.
To collect all the students.
Collect, not even just collect, but do the chores for the other students. You see, Potter Potions, he got another 0.
That's all going to change next year.
He's got his eye on a good book. Might help him. Surely you don't. Surely potions should have been an elective.
No, it's a main subject.
Why?
Oh, you gotta think. Imagine if you didn't have a wand and you needed some way to heal yourself.
Imagine if you didn't have a wand. Oh, it just so happens that I've got some flubberworm mucus on the bottom of my
not,
shoe.
That's not gonna heal you.
Fine. Doxy eggs.
That's still not gonna heal you.
I'm making the poison potion here. Apparently. So mean.
Whack!
What?
Cool. Can I copy them down in the dormitory later? You better ask mine if that's alright. Cool. Off with the 80. Cool. See you later.
What's mine got?
There you go. Done.
26 of 28 ready to go.
2 more.
2 more, and we're pretty much there with them both.
That's right. What?
Sick of all this tittle tattle. See, he runs upstairs like a normal boy. What a good day for learning. Oh, God.
Here. I finished that homework ages ago. What I need now is to know when
Oh, Christ.
I'm sure you can find out.
If we do, you'll come to the meeting?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Like I said, he's a prick.
Having fun now, we.
Which means you died in 1492.
Thinking about another party. Oh, thank goodness Nearly Headless Nick popped in. Saved us a massive chore finding him.
That's what I thought. You mean you already knew?
Like I said, he's a prick.
Why do we even need him there?
Okay, I'll see you there.
Just leave him
He's
here.
a friggin' prick.
There's no point in bringing him along. He's going to actively harm the lesson. Studious success, he says to the portrait's face. Direct face.
Get up to the 4th floor. We'll collect Ernie.
And that's it.
Is that the 4th floor?
This is
No, it's the 3rd floor.
3rd floor, yeah. This must
This
be
is the
4th.
4th floor. Yeah, it is.
What's going on there?
The person say hey to me.
He looked a bit drunk.
It is a bit, isn't it? I like how sometimes he opens the door so quickly.
Yeah, they're all different
And sometimes
weights.
he does it really quite slowly. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to walk through the bloody door. Anyway.
Ah, yes, the giant swinging fork. It's jabbed into an Oreo. They're all so far away from each other.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, dear me.
Run, Harry, I asked you to run.
Move. Move at a reasonable pace, boy. Hooray!
The mandrake roots. Tremendous. If you leave them with me, I'll get them ready for the lesson. Great. See you in the room of requirements for the DA meeting.
Hooray! We've done all their chores.
All our chores, and now we have to go and teach some,
Yes.
which we'll do next stream.
Next stream.
Because I am far too tired to do it now. It's just hit 11 o'clock over here, and it's just like,
Yeah.
So, yes, catch us in the next stream.
Yeah, we'll play more. It'll be this time
The
next
quick,
week.
fast-paced Alton to Phoenix game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so quick.
It does not stop for a break.
No.
And we haven't seen Hagrid yet.
No.
So sad. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, so next Thursday, back again with more Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix
Aye.
for PlayStation 2.
Yup. If we start early-ish, do you want to do eye-tie?
We shall see what's
What we
happening
feel
at
like
the time.
At the time, that's
Yeah.
fine. I was just asking the question.
Anything can happen.
That is very true. So, yes, all of it next week on the Thursday.
See you
We'll
later.
catch you then.
Bye bye
Bye
bye
bye.
bye bye bye.